Our planet is heating up faster than it has in 50 million years. Thus the urgency to find a new global plan to slash greenhouse gases. An accord to be reached in Paris at the end of this year. To do that, the European Parliament is sounding out national parliaments on what can and should be done to fight global warming, to find a roadmap. At a hearing of the Committee on Environment, Public Health and Food Safety, members of the national parliaments gave their input on a roadmap towards an innovative, low-carbon, resource-efficient Europe. What should be a win-win proposition if done right. Giovanni of the EPP Group chairs the committee.
All the national parliaments are involved in the process. It is important also that in the next 5 months we are going to have a green diplomacy. We have and we need to have better exchange with all the member states for arriving at the end of the year to a good agreement in Paris.
The EU's so-called 20-20-20 plan calls for a 20% cut in CO2 and other greenhouse gases by 2020. The European Commission's roadmap for a competitive low-carbon economy by 2050 calls for an even bigger cut, 80% by that year. It's estimated that will require 270 billion euros in investment annually, or about 1.5% of GDP. How to do that?
It is clear that we cannot reduce competitiveness of our industrial system, but we have to introduce more innovation for reducing emission and having good competitiveness of our industries.
The roadmap will be easier for some EU member states, more difficult for others, which depend more heavily on coal and other carbon-based energy. Miguel Cañete, EU Commissioner for Climate Action and Energy, is a member of the EPP.
We are innovating in a permanent way. We are having the leadership in renewables, and now we must also solve the problems of carbon capture and storage so we can conciliate opposed interests. So through innovation, through ambitious commitments, and through having a leadership, a global leadership in the fight for climate change, the European Union is showing the way to other countries and other groups of countries to be also ambitious in the COP21 in Paris.
After all, it's the member states that will have to carry out what's agreed on in Paris. The key behind all this is to see how the EU28 can cooperate to show leadership and reach the global climate change objective. And that is limiting global warming to 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, or face potentially catastrophic consequences. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in Parliament by checking eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.